What's going on, my dudes and dudettes? It's Rock and Rev here, and I'm back again playing Hogwarts Legacy. And I really need to finish this game up, so I'm actually just focusing on playing this one all the way through. And maybe I'm going to take a little bit of a retirement from doing playthroughs for a while. But I'm focusing right now on helping out Poppy. After our adventure with the dragon egg and everything, a part of me says that I want to see where this is going to go. But then I'm going to primarily focus on any main storylines that might have some interest.
Oh, good, you're
You are
safe.
top of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
There you are.
Finally,
You were in such a
pop up.
state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Hauntel Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she alright?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm so sorry, Poppy.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's alright. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
What's a snidget?
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Something tells me you want to find this
I
creature.
take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Let's go talk to the
Sounds
centaurs.
as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Technically, I don't think there's such thing as a direct storyline in this game, given that you have to do other tasks for the story to progress.
Revelio!
Oh, hello. I've always said that travel...
You're just testing me right now to see if I'll do anything. Let me show you whenever I do.
Descendo!
Hello, dummy.
Hello, Hamora.
The teacher's just gonna sit there and let me do this.
Revelio.
Dang it. Dang it. Alright, I'm gonna need to map this one. Okay, it's upstairs. Professor Fig.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
I'll do that as soon as
Now,
I deal with this.
Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the Headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone
There's a
gargoyle.
demi-geist on
The
that table. How the hell
Headmaster's
did I
house
never
elf
notice
knight.
that?
I don't know the Headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the Headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does?
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the Ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Oh boy.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the Headmaster's house elf.
Professor, a moment of your time, please. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only... you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
To determine which student gets this rather...
When I witness what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
What could the Headmaster want?
Gareth! Mr. Weasley, what are you doing here? Don't you have, somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor, yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago, muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
Well, there's one for my diary.
I'm abusing this. But I mean, if you have the Headmaster's authority, why not mess with it just a little bit?
If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
Slow coach!
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
Something is...
Professor, a word? Professor Black? Again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they are fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scroop in the Great Hall.
Okay, since it's not going to be me that's getting in trouble, it's going to be
Good day, Madam
Black that
Kagawa.
gets in trouble. He's making a fool out of himself just so that way he can
What
make
did we
him
do to
seem like
deserve
he's an
him
idiot.
as a head?
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
My transfiguration.
It's going to make everyone hate him more. You're lucky I don't have my spells right now. But I'm coming back for you as soon as I go back to being myself. Or when I find time. I could always use an extra
I
500
hope
gold.
it's not about anything I've been doing.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible. I mean, I've seen them about. I mean, yes, sir.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
I just realized the wand is different.
Chewing
I guess
with
I'd
your
have to.
mouth open? Where are your manners?
Professor, a word, please.
Weasley.
Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
I realize that, and I'd like to
Don't
keep
miss
it
him.
that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall know.
I can't use any of my spells at all.
Professor Black is happy with Scrope's performance as his house elf. There's no doubt in Scrope's...
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you.
Toujours pur.
Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
Attention, students. I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the dignified banners of Hufflepuff. I shall be taking no questions at this time. Or ever.
Definitely abusing my manners as a Hufflepuff. Alright. Can't use my spells.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Change back to me.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Confringo!
Revelio.
I can't pick up the page.
Revelio.
I want the page. Stop giving me the statue. There we go. Okay. Now let's get a move on. Still not used to that. Wait a minute. I heard you, little bastard. Where'd you go? Two horns. So, one L. Where's the other one?
Revelio.
Oh, it's down there. Okay. So let's see. 6, 5. So, the crab.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Nope. I didn't mean to change that. Go back. Give me the owl.
Revelio.
Nothing else. Alright. I hear the key. I gotta find out where it is, though. There you were.
Brilliant.
Gotcha. Another token. I still got a bunch of these I still need to find. Seriously, the reward better be worth it after I find all these stupid keys. Like, I better, like, nullify my cooldown on all my spells.
Revelio.
Is there another one nearby? Okay. Let's see. Let's see. 19. Hydra is 9 plus 3. So that makes 12. So we need 7. So octopus. And for 23, it's 2 plus 15 equals 17. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So 6. So lizard. I pity any kids that play this game and don't know math.
Revelio.
Okay. A lot of brooms.
I should like to retire to a small hamlet.
Entering enemy territory. Cool. Not doors. Not a door.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Oh.
Revelio.
No demi-guys. Okay.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password.
Let's see what happens.
Toujours pure.
Cool.
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Revelio.
Cool. The Sorting Hat.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
Very
I
well.
suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the Headmaster's nose all this time? That must be the pedestal.
Well. A trial in a book.
Where am
Whoa.
I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me.
I don't have my
The
wand.
first you will need is a cloak. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Oh, shoot. Gotta avoid death, literally. So we're in a book and we're in artistic
I should
design.
have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
They're gone. For now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? I need to time this just right.
Oh boy.
I see. A staircase straight ahead.
I guess we can't fight these guys. Alright, time to move.
Death.
Hey, Reaper. Long time no see.
A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. This is my chance. Come on, Eve. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them. Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way.
I knew I was gonna have to go through
Close
here.
tight. No way but forward, I suppose.
Is he gone? Shoot. Oh, 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 he's not.
Now's my chance. That's the way
There it
forward.
is. Oh, the cloak of invisibility.
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
Just like in the movie when they said that Death went looking for the guy who had the cloak of invisibility. Like Death tried to, and he tried to embrace, and he tried to chase after
They
Death.
can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
Death tried to find him, but Death couldn't find it. Because he escaped him. Because he had the cloak with him.
This is the way forward.
Nice.
Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to
The
hide.
Grandmaster wand.
Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
We're going through the legends of this, of the three legendary items. I was gonna say the Horcruxes, but the Horcruxes is what Voldemort had. This one's like mine.
I've never felt such power. Depulse! Revelio.
Can I not get through? Squeeze through the crack? No. Did I miss something? Alright.
Bombarder.
There we go. Alright, so I can only use these spells. Okay then. I can work with this. Oh. Don't tell me we're gonna actually have to fight death. Oh boy. You doing this again?
Defender. Bombard. Depulse. Bombard. Protego. Stupefy.
Oh. Twofer. Is that all you got, Death? Are we done?
Simple stone. This must be for me.
Hmm. I forgot what the stone did.
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead.
She's gone. Neve.
Dear, sweet Neve. Dead.
Let us always honor her memory.
May her memory be a treasure to us forever.
Give her the stone and it brings her back to life.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands,
You saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Well, that's not good. Getting that kind of power is not ideal.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
It was disturbing.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although, I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
So we got 4 of the keepers here. But it looks like I got some time to go by.
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
still disturbing.
Revelio.
Well, guys, this has been a productive episode as usual, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. So, next time we'll see what's up with Sebastian and see where we go from there. So until next time, stay cool, keep rocking, and don't fear the Reaper. Brr. Here, Wingardium Leviosa.